I have a daughter in conservatory classes. My daughter Amelia is 11 years old, almost 12 years old, and she's taken conservatory classes since we moved here in December of 2021. I grew up in Bedford County, and we would come to plays in Roanoke with my family, and we would come to Mill Mountain Theater. And coming from out of town, I knew that she had an affinity for theater and loved being around it. So went to our first play with her was A Christmas Story, days after moving here. So we got to see that on the Trinkle stage, and afterwards she looked at me and said, "I want to be on that stage one day." But Amelia has had wonderful teachers and instructors in a variety of different classes. The breadth of courses that are available to students is very impressive, and to see her blossom and have confidence and grow and cannot wait for the next week courses. It's exciting to see as a parent. She was a little timid at first, just because any child will be, but when we moved here, she had taken a few classes and had been in a few small productions, and then upon moving here, she's blossomed, and she's a different person on stage than she is outside of it. She's a very happy, jovial child anyway, but to see her on that stage, she is in her element. She glows. I mean, how parent thing to say about that, but you can just see the joy radiate from her as she's performing. She has things that she enjoys. She enjoys doing aerial yoga, and she enjoys ninja training and a few other things, but she loves getting into a character, exploring that character, and just emulating it for others to see. But coming here and having the instructors and mentors that she's had, it is being, again, a warm hug where they envelop her with love and kindness and encouragement to build her up, not only her skills, but as a person. When she voluntarily took it upon herself to ask if they needed help for backstage for another class or a production. She wanted to be a part of something that maybe she didn't get a role, but she wanted to be there and help Miss Francesca or Miss Victoria backstage running lines with that. She didn't have to volunteer to do that. I was surprised. Even this weekend, she volunteered for a day at the Arts Pop that was at the Taubman Museum because she asked if Francesca needed help. And when she was there, she was talking with kids and parents, helping them and being a child liaison to others in the community to show how much Mill Mountain means to her, and she couldn't wait to do it again. Oh, it's definitely worth it. It is a cost, and for when our family was comparing the prices, seeing how many classes she could take, if she could take classes, that it was definitely worth budgeting for to have her take these classes, because not only does she love it, she gets so much out of it. Her confidence that she gets, that moving to a location without any friends, we knew that she needed to find a place. And the confidence and building bridges towards others that she has developed here has helped her substantially at school and other endeavors. Well, our younger son, he's 7, wanted to take a class, and we could tell that as much as Amelia was getting out of it, we decided to budget in for Joseph to take a class as well. So we have 2 kids, and both of them are in classes here at Mill Mountain. His experience has been limited, but he absolutely loves his class. He loves his teacher, and he wants to do everything that his big sister does, and she welcomes it with open arms. He will run lines with her, and it's a very endearing thing to see as a parent. But this was her first stage performance at Mill Mountain, was Peter and Wendy down at the Waldron stage, and she absolutely loved it. Not only doing 2 full weekends worth, but they also did daytime performances for schools, and those were some of her most favorite performances. Having these school kids come in and enjoying the play, and all the students would be up at the front of the auditorium and answering questions, and it was a riot just to be able to see that and her come back from that experience and absolutely loving it. At the Peter and Wendy shows, they had the books out for the children to receive and they had a variety of books available on different reading levels. And to see the children being able to pick one up and choose one, eyes were lit up with joy, saying that, oh, we just saw this play, now we get to read this book that pertains to the play. And we went and saw As You Like It, and they had the books available. And Amelia picked up the Shakespeare legitimate play, and she brought it home and she started reading into it. And it was interesting. You think she's young, but she was getting it. She understood what was happening. And not only that, but watching Peter and Wendy with my son, and he got to watch that, and then he picked out his book that he got to choose. And he's an excellent reader. He's in first grade, and he was tearing through that book to no avail. Like right after we read it, it's still on our bookshelf, that he will bring it out. And he was extremely excited to not only watch a play, but then get to read a book too. It was a golden day.